International concern grows over Israel's plan to fully occupy Gaza Strip.
Trump announces plan to impose tariffs on pharmaceuticals and semiconductors.
PM Pham Chinh. Housing for disaster-hit families must be rebuilt by September.
Hello everyone, you're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. Reports say Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu may fully occupy the Gaza Strip, causing international concerns. The situation makes it harder for diplomats to find lasting peace between Israel and Palestine.
Urgent call to this
UN Assistant Secretary General Miroslav Jenka warned that if reports of Israel expanding its military operations across the entire Gaza Strip are accurate, it would be an extremely alarming move with potentially catastrophic consequences for millions of Palestinians and grave risks to the lives of hostages still held in captivity. China's Deputy Permanent Representative to the UN, Geng Shuang, called on Israel to immediately halt its dangerous military actions and urged all parties, especially influential nations, to push for a durable ceasefire without delay. Within Israel, the plan has sparked internal divisions. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, which currently controls around 75% of Gaza, has reportedly opposed the proposed expansion. Responding to Israel's threats, the Hamas movement dismissed them as empty and meaningless statements, affirming it will not alter its position.
U.S. President Donald Trump plans to add new tariffs on imported medicines and semiconductors. These new taxes could change global trade in a big way.
In an interview with CNBC, President Donald Trump said the U.S. plans to introduce an initial low import tariff on pharmaceuticals, which would rise to 150% within a year and up to 250% after that. He emphasized his goal of ensuring drug manufacturing takes place within the United States. Trump also announced plans to soon impose new tariffs on foreign-made semiconductors. According to him, the White House will unveil new tariff rates on both pharmaceuticals and semiconductors within the next week or so. Analysts note that Trump views tariffs as a tool to strengthen U.S. exporters and boost domestic manufacturing by curbing foreign imports. However, this approach has raised concerns over potential inflation and broader economic impacts.
On August 5th, Prime Minister Pham signed Directive number 931 asking militaries and local governments to speed up disaster recovery, help people return to normal life, and prepare well for the new school year.
Key tasks outlined by the Prime Minister include providing free medical treatment for the injured, arranging proper funerals for the deceased, and offering timely support to affected individuals as per regulations. Authorities are also instructed to review and promptly deliver food, essentials, and relief aid to households at risk of hunger, particularly policy beneficiaries and families who have lost their homes. Efforts must focus on swiftly repairing damaged essential infrastructure, mobilizing resources to clean and restore schools, and addressing housing needs. Temporary shelter must be arranged immediately for families whose homes were destroyed or who were evacuated. Land must be allocated and permanent housing rebuilt for displaced households, with a deadline set no later than September 2025.
Coming up next are some updated news.
Vietnam's mobile network speed ranks 19th globally, marking a highlight in the country's science, technology, digital transformation, and ICT industry progress in July 2025. The sector reported impressive results last month, with total revenue reaching nearly VND 499 trillion, a 22.6% increase year-on-year, contributing over VND 107,000 trillion to the national GDP. This underscores the central role of science and technology in driving digital economic growth and sustainable development.
Compared to July 2024, the Ministry of Science and Technology saw a 39.85% online application rate, up 4.224%. ICT industry revenue
rose 9.4% to VND 478,539 billion, while postal volume reached an estimated 330 million items, up 18.7%. Vietnam's mobile network speed surged 29 places to 148.64 Mbps, ranking 19th worldwide.
Nghệ An is actively attracting clean energy projects to build a modern, eco-friendly energy structure. Key initiatives include the Yen Xuan biomass pellet plant with an investment of over VND 400 billion, set to start operations in Q3 2025. 2 floating solar power projects at Vieux Mao and K-Go reservoirs with a total capacity of 360 MW, and wind power projects in Nam Dan and Quinch Lap with 270 MW of capacity. Additionally, the 1,500 MW Quinch Lap LNG gas power plant, backed by a $215 billion investment, is advancing rapidly. These projects create a diverse energy ecosystem, contributing to environmental protection, energy security, and green economic growth in Nghệ An.
The National Hydrometeorological Forecasting Center reported that on August 6th, northern mountainous and midland areas will continue to experience moderate to heavy rain and thunderstorms, with localized very heavy rainfall. Total precipitation is expected between 50 to 100 mm, with some spots exceeding 250 mm. Heavy rain intensity over 100 mm within 3 hours is possible, mainly in the afternoon and evening. Other parts of northern Vietnam and Thanh Hoa will see light to moderate rain, with localized heavy to very heavy showers ranging from 15 to 40 mm, and some areas over 70 mm. The Meteorological Agency warns of potential tornadoes, lightning, hail, and strong gusts during thunderstorms.
After historic floods forced thousands of families to leave their homes, Nghe An bodyguard forces are building temporary shelters to give people a place to stay while waiting for long-term housing. In Sang Truyen village, Mili commune, 39 houses were destroyed and 25 others were flooded, showing just how urgent the situation is.
For 2 weeks, Phan Thi Thuyen's family of 4 has been living temporarily in the village cultural house after historic floods devastated Sang Truyen village. To help residents regain stability, My Lai Border Guard Station, in coordination with local authorities, has set up temporary tents for severely affected households.
Living conditions are difficult, but timely support from the government and border forces has given my family peace of mind.
Despite challenging terrain and material shortages, the unit has completed 5 tent shelters and 2 temporary houses, with 3 more underway, prioritizing the most vulnerable families.
We coordinate with local authorities to raise awareness, arrange shelter and meals, and mobilize charity groups to support immediate needs.
With community support, the Border Guard's practical efforts are helping flood-affected residents regain confidence and gradually rebuild their lives.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.